Then he goes to say that the everlasting God, Jehovah, the creator of the ends of the earth. He's letting him know it's not just any God.
That's right.
Because there's a whole lot of gods that people can serve. And just in case any of you are confused of who I'm talking about, let me spill it out to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me break it down to you.
Go ahead.
There is one and only one God.
Oh.
He's the Alpha and the Omega.
I see.
The beginning and the end. The Creator.
Yeah.
The one who created the heavens and the earth.
Yeah.
The one who said, let there be light.
Yeah.
And there was light. The one who took dirt from the ground and formed man.
Yeah.
The one who created all things.
Oh.
Isaiah said, he fainteth not, neither is he weary.
Neither.
In other words, he never gets tired.
Never.
He never gets weak.
Yeah.
He never gets worn out.
Woo.
Nor does he ever sleep.
That's it.
God is even there to correct us when we're wrong.
That's it.
He's always available to help and protect us.
Always.
You probably ask, how do you know this, Reverend Bryant? Well, let's go back and look at what David said in Psalms 139, 6 through 14.
Yeah.
Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain it.
Yeah.
In other words, I can't reach it. I can't even get to it. Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence?
That's it.
If I ascend unto the heaven, thou art there.
Right.
If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Wherever I go,
Wherever.
in the heaven or in hell,
Yeah.
I can't get out of God's will.
Can't do. Can't get away from
Then he says, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. I say, surely the darkness shall cover me. Even the night shall be the light about me.
Yeah.
Yea, the darkness hideth not from me, but the night shineth as the day.
Yes.
And the darkness and the light are both a light to thee.
That's it.
So let's go to Isaiah. Then Isaiah says he gives power to the faint.
He does that.
We must have the power of and from God to move on when we feel that we can't.
That's right.
God's spirit to us is like gas to a car
That's it.
or wood for a fire.
Yeah.
It gives us the ability to move on in spite of our situation.
That's it.
When we feel faint,
Yeah.
it's like we're exhausted and extremely tired.
Yeah.
We can't or don't want to move,
Yeah.
but we can get power from on high.
You can do that.
Then he goes and says, and to him that has no might, he increases strength. When we feel like we can't go on, maybe we're faint-hearted or feeble in spirit,
Yeah.
the grace of God can give us the strength to continue with all might
That's it.
in the inward man.
Yeah.
To those who are sensible in their weakness and ready to acknowledge that there is no might,
Yeah.
God does in a special manner increase strength.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we are weak in ourselves, then we are strong in the Lord.
That's right. That's right.
He will help the willing, will help those who in
Right.
humble dependence upon him
Yeah.
to help themselves.
Yeah.
And will do well for those who do their best.
Yes. Yeah.
Now Psalms 139, 13 to 14 says, for he has possessed my reins. Thou hast covered me with my mother's womb. In other words, before I was born.
Yeah.
I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made, marvelous in thy works,
Yeah.
and that my soul knoweth right well.
Yeah.
There's no searching of his understanding. No one can understand God. His ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. He knows all things, even from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
We only know parts and parts.
What did you say?
Isaiah 55 and 8 says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts,
That's right.
neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord.
Yeah.
For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways,
That's right.
and my thoughts than your thoughts.
Yeah.
1 Corinthians 13 and 9 says, for we know in part, and we prophesy in part. Then Isaiah says, even the youth shall faint, and be weary,
Yeah.
and the young men shall utterly fall. Those who trust in their own selves and are so confident of it that they won't even try hard, nor they seek God for his grace. These are the youth and the young men who are strong. but are apt to think of themselves stronger than they are.
What you say, that's it.
And they faint and be weary.
Yeah.
They shall utterly fail
Yeah.
in their service,
Yes, it will.
in their conflicts,
Yeah.
and under their burdens.
Yeah.
They shall soon be made to see the folly or the foolishness of trusting in themselves.
Well,
Now we must also understand that the youth are not just the young in age, but can be the youth in Christ.
that's right. Say it now.
These can be the ones that are impatient. And God's not talking to them.
That's it.
Then he goes and says, but they that wait for Jehovah,
Yes.
some are not want to wait because they're impatient.
What you say?
But those who do wait on the
Do
Lord,
it.
who make conscious of their duty to him,
Yeah.
and by faith rely upon him and commit themselves to his guidance,
Yeah.
shall find that God will not fail them.
He won't do it. He won't do it. He won't.
They shall have grace sufficient for them.
Say it.
They shall renew their strength as their work
Yeah.
is renewed, and there is new occasion.
Yeah.
They shall be anointed and their lamps supplied with fresh oil.
What you
Yeah.
say?
Well,
God will be their arm
Praise,
every
brother. Praise,
moment.
brother.
If at any time that they have foiled and weakened their,
Yeah.
shall recover themselves,
Yeah.
and so renew their strength.
Yeah.
They shall change their strength, and their work is changed,
Yeah.
doing the work
Yeah.
and suffering work.
Yeah.
They shall have strength to labor,
Yeah.
strength to wrestle,
Yeah.
strength to resist,
Say that. Say that.
strength
Strength.
to bear.
come on, son.
As the day shall the strength be. They shall use this grace
Yeah.
for the best purpose that God has planned for them.
Yeah. Preach, brother. Preach.
Then Isaiah said, he shall renew their strength.
Yeah.
He gives strength and power to his people.
Yes, he does.
It helps them by enabling them to help themselves.
Yeah.
Then he says they shall mount with wings as eagles.
Yes, Lord.
I like this part.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The eagle represents power and
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah.
They shall mount up with wings like eagles,
Yeah.
so strongly,
Yeah.
so swiftly,
Yeah.
so high
Yeah.
and heavenward.
Yeah.
In the strength of divine grace, their souls shall ascend above the world
Woo.
and
Preach.
enter into the holiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pious and devout affections of the eagle's wings, on which gracious souls shall mount up. Secondly, they shall press forward,
Yeah. Yeah.
forward towards heaven.
Yeah.
They shall walk. They shall run.
Yeah.
The way of God's commandment cheerfully,
You're on it. Yeah.
and they shall not be weary.
All right now.
Yeah.
Constantly
Yeah.
and with perseverance,
Yeah.
they shall not faint.
Yeah.
All right.
And therefore in due season shall reap.
Yes.
Let Jacob and Israel,
Watch it,
therefore,
watch
in their greatest distress,
Yeah.
continue waiting upon God, and not despair of timely and effectual relief,
Yes.
help and aid from God.
Yes.
Then he goes on to say, they shall run and not be weary.
Yeah.
They shall walk
Wow.
and not faint.
Yes, sir.
Where God had begun the work of grace, he will perfect it.
You do.
He will help those in humble dependence on him again to help
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.